Hey there, welcome back. This week we're talking about whether or not you are a real or non-player character in your own movie. And we're going to learn how to treat yourself as an RGP or a real game player in your own movie of life, becoming the star of your own show and receiving all the goodies during this game of play. I recently saw this movie called Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds, who plays the main character, Guy. And Guy is walking around in this game, in this movie, believing that he is in real life and he's a real person. Yet he's actually a non-player character or an NPC, an avatar that's created by the game designer. In the movie, Guy walks around every day doing the same things as chaos continues to unfold around him repeatedly. He just smiles and looks the other way and does what he always has done, the same automatic and pre-programmed ways of being. Are you a non-player character? How often do you go through your daily life? And at the end of the day, your actions and what you did was a blur, moving through on autopilot, doing the same things like Guy. You have no idea what you ate for breakfast, not to mention that conversation you had with your partner, your kiddo, or your colleague. You're on autopilot, operating like a computer, just going through the motions to get by. Recently, before I saw that Free Guy movie, a teenager I was around made a comment about a person on the street. She said, "That guy's an NPC." I was intrigued when I asked her about this. She shared with me, "My dad is kind of an NPC to me. He's just my dad. That's his only job. But he doesn't have a life of outside when he's around me, outside of being around me." While she was kidding around, the reality is we treat others like they are non-player characters all the time. You're watching your own movie of life. You aren't even a player in your own game. You aren't even the star of your own show. You are an NPC or a non-player character. And a non-player character is not real. They're computer avatars playing against real characters in video games. They're programmed with a certain set of things to say. And when real people are there, they don't exist. And here's the thing, we're treating each other's, all of us, as NPCs, non-player characters. This is how we're walking around in life. We treat others as NPCs and we're treating ourselves as such. We dehumanize others and act as if they're bit players in the game or the movie that we star in, not really being with them. This deteriorating cycle circles back on us until we're playing small in our own game, holding ourselves back and holding others small. We rush through our days without even remembering what we're doing, treating everything and everyone as if they were a task to complete. So why does this matter? Because when we treat one another as such, there is a detriment to the whole planet as we become transactional and we only want to get our own needs met. Ultimately, what we are doing out there is reflected back to us, and we begin to treat ourselves like NPCs in our own life. This creates disharmony and a feeling of separation. And when we live in separation, we struggle and suffer. So how do you pivot yourself to a real game character? RGPs, or real game characters, are the real people, the humans who enter into the game of life and play it consciously. And they play and they have fun. They're stars of their own movies. They're the directors, and they're also the executive producers. So circling back to our movie example, Guy surprisingly begins to sense that everything is not as it seems. And I'm not going to spoil the movie if you haven't seen it, but Guy begins to believe. And as he believes, he becomes. Regardless of who Guy is, because he behaves in a certain way, the RGPs, the RGCs, the humans in the movie, begin to see him in a different light and treat him as if he were more. As a result, Guy becomes instrumental in resolving the challenge that the human RGPs face. Ultimately, this creates a different way of being and living in the world for all. And that is what you need to rediscover. We all need to rediscover. We're real, and we need to treat ourselves and others as such. So here's this week's challenge. Are you ready? Treat someone else as if they are the RGP in your game, in your movie, in your life. What does that mean? You can start with tech support, the waiter who took forever to bring you your menu, or someone that you're in conflict with that you would normally be in reaction to. Pretend that they are the most important person. How would you be different with them? Who would you be? Listen, slow down, sit down with them, hear them. I know this is simple, but it's not easy. And I promise you, when you treat someone as if they were the main character, your life is going to shift. So try this out. Let me know how it goes. I'm super excited to hear back from you. I am sending you all the love that I have in me to you, the RGP, in your life and in my life too. Have an amazing week. Bye-bye.